If you were gonna go, what would your number be? I know you're not gonna go, but just give me a ballpark figure. Can't give me $1 million, dog.
I probably couldn't. My wife wouldn't let me.
Hey, this man gonna give me a whole bucket of balls to get 2 shots.
I'll give you 7-2. You want to do those 20 now, or?
What is this?
Yeah, that's what you should do. Switch it up.
I want you to get your shirt dirty.
Yeah.
Today on Range Talk, we got one of my favorite players on tour, and that's Sam Burns. I mean, what's not to love about him? His swing, his journey. My boy's starting to win now. I wonder how he's handling all of that success and how he's handling all of them live offers that I know he's getting. I wonder if he'll tell me his number. Everybody got a number.
My God.
What's up, baby?
What's happening?
How you feeling, man?
Good, how are you? Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you, man. Good to see you. You know, it's been a long time coming, man. You know, we were supposed to do this last year, and then you blew me off. You know, I thought that it was because I wasn't verified on Instagram or something, you know.
You got there, though.
But then I came back, got checked up, and now you here.
Now
you
we're
know?
good, yeah.
You know,
So
I ain't gonna feel
now.
no type of way about it.
I see that. Yeah. I see you're over it.
Hey, yo, so talk to me about, like, man, you a very, very accomplished, like, junior and amateur golfer. Super accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, for you, what were some of the things that drove you during that time to achieve at the way that you did? Like, were you just a super competitive dude and you just wanted people to know that you was better than them? Or was it like some teacher told you that you were never gonna be nothing? You know what I mean?
There's a lot of things. But like whenever I look back now, I can kind of pinpoint a few things. I feel like around like 11 or 12, I kind of played everything growing up: football, baseball, basketball. But around 11 or 12 is when I kind of started getting really interested in golf. And I remember one summer, you know, I told my mom, I was like, I'd gone to the summer camp a couple times in the years past. I was like, I don't really want to do that again. Like, could you just take me to the golf course, like drop me off in the morning and pick me up at dark? She's like, sure. So she did. The whole summer, I'd go out there at 8 a.m. and leave at 8 p.m. And there was a couple other kids out there that I played a lot with, Nathan Johnson and Philip Barbary, two that I played the most with. Some others, Carter Toms, and but Nathan and Philip stood out because they were a lot better than me at that age. And it really, really bothered me. Like, I hated losing to them. And I think it was just like I hated losing to them so much. I was like, I'm just gonna like try to outwork them and try to, you know, also learn from them and figure out why they are better than me. And so I think, you know, having those guys that push me at a young age like helped me a ton. And also I grew up with older siblings, and so I think that made me like ultra competitive. And still to this day, like if me and you arm wrestled, you would beat me, no doubt, but I would try my hardest and think I could probably.
I got weak elbows.
See, maybe I'll take you then. But like, it's like anything that I do, I just want to win. Yeah. And so like, and I think this is why golf just, it gets me, because we don't win very often.
That's interesting, bro, because that reminds me of like a Jordan-esque type of channeling for greatness, where it's like when people slight you or people beat you and put a chip on your shoulders, and now pettiness is really driving you. Are you consider yourself a petty person?
I mean,
let's talk about it.
If someone told me like, I don't think you can do this, like I'm gonna do everything I can to prove them wrong.
You petty.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't want to do it, it's just because I said you couldn't do it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what? You can't give me $1 million, dog.
I probably couldn't. My wife wouldn't let me. I think it was just I was so competitive, and like I still have that in me, and like that drives me a lot of the time.
And that's like, you know, that's a interesting transition, because, you know, you so competitive, you achieve so much. There was a time that you were slighted, you know, early in your career, you know, with that Walker, that Walker Cup team, man.
Yeah.
Like, talk to me about how that felt. You were doing so much at a high level in the game to kind of be overlooked. When when reading about it, you were kind of at the apex of the.
Yeah, I think that was hard. I mean, it was one of those things where, you know, I felt like, not that I deserved to be on the team, but I felt like I had played well enough to be on the team.
Right.
And I remember getting that phone call and then, you know, asking me to be an alternate, and I was like, I don't want to be an alternate.
Because you held off turning pro for that, right?
Yeah. So I waited all that summer and then didn't get picked to be on the team. And I think it wasn't necessarily like a, I'm going to prove these people. It was more of a, okay, like, well, I'm just going to continue to try to improve and continue to try to get better, and I'll see kind of where that takes me.
You could tell me though, like, tell me how that really impacted you emotionally. Like, I know you probably took them next couple of months and you just like, put some people pictures on your walls. Like, yeah, I'm finna scrape him up. I'm about to scrape him up.
I think
put your little hit list together.
Oh yeah, like the first initial reaction was like, man, this really sucks. Like disappointment, because I feel like I'd worked really hard and that had been one of my goals in amateur golf is to be on that team.
Right.
And so after that, it was like, well, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try to work even harder and just continue to try to get better.
And pettiness just kept on driving, my boy.
I guess.
So you go down, you down at LSU, right?
Yep.
Tiger. What was that experience like for you, man, being around all them big dogs and all that legacy built into athletics at that school?
I mean, it was incredible. When I was there, we had Ben Simmons was there.
That's a tough one right now.
Well, Leonard Fournette was there.
Yeah, hey, get off of that one for me real quick, baby.
Right after I left, Joe Burrow, I mean, just so many guys. And so Bregman was there right before I got there.
You keep contact with any of the dudes that's doing big stuff? Cause like from a sports equivalent, I mean, you at the apex of golf, like, athlete equivalents. Do all of y'all get on a group chat or something like that?
They probably do leave me out. I mean,
that's crazy why golf keep getting overlooked like that. Like, cause all of them gonna be asking you for lessons in a little bit.
Yeah, we have to work on that.
You know what I mean?
I remember in college, Leonard Fournette was like, hey man, will you take me out to the golf course and like show me some stuff? I was like, yeah man, anytime you wanna go. Never worked out.
Never worked out?
No.
You didn't make the time.
No, I was a little busy for him.
You was a little, you seem like a pretty cool dude, dog. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So then, let's transition to your professional career, dog. And I actually want to talk about like when I first actually seen you emerge on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Cause what we talking about, the 2018 final round.
Yep.
Honda.
Guy named Tiger.
But you was a Tiger already, so it's really like Tiger on Tiger crime,
exactly.
Really. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'll never forget that. I mean,
but talk to me about that experience, dog.
Yeah, so I just turned pro. I got a sponsor exemption that week.
Yep.
And I finished up on Saturday. And I kept, like, my buddies kept texting me, like, hey, man, I think you're going to play with Tiger tomorrow. I was like, nah, like, no way. No, yeah, for real. I'm like, okay, well, I'll believe it when I see it. So, like, that night, I'm waiting on a text. And I think I was at dinner with my parents and Caroline, my wife now, and we were sitting there at dinner and we're like kind of halfway through the meal, and I just been waiting, like checking my phone every 30 seconds.
Were you excited or nervous?
Oh yeah, because I didn't know for sure. Like, people were like, yeah, you're gonna play with them. I'm like, well, when I get the text, like, all right, I'll believe it. And so it popped up on my phone, like, Tiger Woods, Sam Burns, 12:45, whatever.
Hey, let's go.
And like, I just freaked out. I was like, I couldn't eat anything. I had to walk outside, and didn't sleep any that night. Get out to the golf course, and I'm like freaking out all day. And so I'm in there, like right before I go out and warm up, I'll never forget this. I'm in there like looking myself in the mirror, like having to like pump myself up or calm myself down. I don't know which one. And I see somebody kind of like walk to the sink next to me. And I kind of glance and it was Tiger, and I'm like, oh man, like what do I say? Do I even say anything? And so like I introduced myself or whatever, and he was nice, he could be. So we go out, and I remember walking on the first tee, and there was like 5,000 or 10,000 people up there.
Exactly.
And like, my parents and Caroline probably clapped for me. That was about it. And so I'm standing up there on the tee, and like the putting green's kind of over there. I could see Tiger walking. And it's just like people were partying, and like he walks up on the tee, like probably the end of this tee box right here. And it sounds like, it's like LSU just scored a touchdown in Death Valley. It was so loud. And like that moment, I just like went numb. I was like, this is insane. But yeah, ended up bogey free 68 that day.
You whooped Tiger.
I don't know about whooped him, but I did beat him.
Yeah, no, that's one shot for me is whooping somebody.
We haven't played together since, so I'm 1-0.
Yeah,
so I got that going for me.
That's another interesting fact to it.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest with you, because you seem like the type of dude I could be honest with, I actually resented you after that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It was tough. You know what I mean? See this young kid like, who is Sam Burns? Yeah. Then you just go whoop my hero like that. Like, what's up?
I felt the same way. I was like, I just beat my hero.
Yeah, but that was dope though. So then, talking about, You are a household name on the PGA Tour, obviously, but you're still a very young, very early into your career. You know, you 4 wins in. Talk to me about your transition into professional golf and from getting here to actually winning on tour. What did that take out of you as a player?
Yeah, I think, you know, after my sophomore year, I finished like #1 player in the country that year, and then transitioning into professional golf, like you're just a small fish in a big pond. You know, like you're just thrown out there.
It's a whole reset.
And so I think that specific tournament, the Honda, that, you know, playing with Tiger that day was, I mean, huge for me to get some confidence. Like, you know, maybe I can, you know, can.
So that meant a lot. Like handling yourself in that environment actually did
tons.
It reverberated into your career.
100%. I mean, I think, you know, because it's one of those days where like it could either go like that or it could go really
sideways.
Bad. Yeah.
Very sideways.
And have a lot of scars from it. So I think being able to do that under that pressure, and I needed to finish top 10 to get in the next week because I didn't have any status.
Exactly.
Was huge, and I still, you know, think back to that, you know, that week and still kind of draw upon that at times.
And then, but I mean, so now you're on the tour. You had a couple good showings. What was the switch that went off that got you to winning? And you know, stringing together these very high finishes and then these wins.
I think, you know, those times where I played really well and just kind of down the stretch just didn't quite get it done. I think those were crucial for me because I never looked at it like, man, like I failed. Like, you know, this is it. It was more of a, you know, of course, am I disappointed? Yeah, like I wanted to win, but also like, man, I can learn a lot from this, and this can really, I can use this another place down the road. And so I think just looking at it from a standpoint of like, this isn't a failure, like I'm gonna learn from this and this is gonna make me better. And so, you know, coming down the stretch of Valspar last year, you know, Keegan and I kind of neck and neck the whole way. And I just remember like, you know, thinking and talking to myself like, hey, don't worry about what he's doing. Like, you just stick to your game plan, stick to your process, and like, whatever happens is already going to be, is already set in stone. Like, you just go out there and compete, and at the end, like, if I go out there and compete my hardest and do everything I could to win and have no regrets, like, I can be at peace with that.
Whatever the outcome.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever the outcome is.
So the wins didn't necessarily put no more pressure on you. You didn't put no more pressure on yourself to win. It was really just about like maximal effort with every opportunity you had.
Yeah, like regardless of what the outcome is, only time I'm going to be upset is when I go out there and I'm not prepared or I didn't stick to what I wanted to, and like and have regrets.
So like, how are you goal setting for yourself now? Like, you won 4 times on the PGA Tour. You know, like what are you really looking at? I mean, I know you just said that you kind of just make the most out of every opportunity, but are there certain things that you're looking to accomplish in the short term on tour?
Yeah, I kind of have like a lot of short-term goals and then some long-term too. So like a lot of what I do is trying to improve on upon statistics.
Yeah. Which ones in particular? So
like last year, for me, the year before, I was really bad around the greens, and so last year one of my main focuses was, I think it was like being top 75 in strokes gained around the green.
Right.
And I hit that mark. Right. So this year it's trying to improve upon that. It's like little areas where I just can spend a little bit more time or kind of maybe find something, whether it's, you know, asking other guys who are, you know, really good in that area, or, you know, sitting down with my coach and be like, hey, is there anything that we can find here, you know, maybe from my mechanics that we can be more consistent.
Right.
So I think it's just, you know, that pursuit of always trying to get better. Because I feel like once you kind of lose that, or for me, like once I lose the drive or the determination to continue to improve, then I'd rather go try to find something else to do. Because that's where I really get joy out of playing this game.
What about like is it specific tournaments that you want to win? Like, are you looking at majors and saying like, yo, how do I, you know, put myself in different, you know, in different positions when I get to the majors, or what's?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the majors are kind of the mecca in our sport, and so.
But do you tailor your strategy for those, or is it just still more the same?
I feel like now I tried to figure out how I can, you know, you hear guys talking about peaking around those certain times, and so still kind of figuring out what that looks like for me, but sort of trying to game plan to do that.
Right.
So I think, you know, the Ryder Cup is a huge goal of mine.
Yep.
Just because, you know, being on this last President's Cup team, it was, I mean, unbelievable.
That was crazy,
experience.
right?
Unbelievable.
I spent some time with Davis recently, man. He's so solid.
Oh, he's awesome.
He's solid.
Yep, he did a great job.
I gotta ask you, bro. We gotta take a little quick turn off the beaten path, but
Yep.
I know you're tired of talking about this, but you my first PGA Tour guest on the second season of Range Talk, and I'm trying to get these ratings sky high so I can keep my job. Talk to me about this live situation, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we don't have to get too in depth in it. The only question I really got is, if you were gonna go, what would your number be? I know you're not gonna go, but just give me a ballpark figure.
If I had a number that they had to pay me to go?
Yeah. I mean, you would never go though. You would never go.
No, I'd never go.
But if there was a number.
It'd have to start with a B, I think.
It has to start with a B?
Yeah.
I'm just glad to know that you got a number, because that let me know that you're a real one. You know what I mean? You're a real person. You know what I mean? But that whole thing been kind of, for me as a true golf fan, man, it's so sad to see golf fragmented. Like, make whatever choices you want to make, you know, live however you want to live, but no pun intended. But it's just like to have my favorite players be separated like this, and some of them just fall off the face of the earth for, you know, of competitive golf. It's like, man, this really sucks as a fan of golf right now.
Yeah, it's a weird, kind of a weird, strange time in our sport. But hopefully, you know, over the next few years.
What you think a reconciliation look like?
I don't know. I really don't.
You don't know how this all, how the
I don't know
puzzle
how it all
pieces get put
plays
back
out.
together?
No. I just hope that, you know, at the end of all this, you know, we can say our sport is stronger because of it.
Yeah.
So, see what happens.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
And you know what else messed me up about that live situation is that it's named after one of my favorite nightclubs in Miami. So now when I go down there, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to live. They be like, what you say? Like, nah, bro, I'm just talking about kicking it. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, speaking of nightclubs though, and you know, music and whatnot.
Yep.
Remember you when Billy Ho did that Outkast album cover, dog?
Yep.
Ever since I saw that, I was like, man, this dude Sam, like, he gotta be my type of guy, dog. He gotta be my type of guy. So what I wanna know is, bro, what your playlist look like?
Yo, I mean, growing up in Louisiana, like, there's a lot of good rappers coming out of Louisiana.
There's a lot of good rappers that came out of Louisiana.
Yeah. Lil Boosie.
Yeah. Hey, you follow Boosie on social media?
Yes. He's something else. I mean, I kind of listen to it all. I mean, mostly probably, I would say, country.
Yeah, country.
Classic, you know, and then rap. Like, those are my two.
Give me your top three, like, you know, influential rappers from your lifetime. You know what I mean? From your music, you know, upbringing.
I would say Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne.
Future. I mean, like, Louisiana legend Boosie. I mean, gotta say him. That's probably gotta be my three.
You know, you said you throw that Future on there. Now I know you a little toxic too. I like the energy. I like the energy that I'm getting off of you right now, man.
Who's your three?
I don't know, bro. I'm a real big Drake.
Okay.
You heard this new Drake 21 album?
Yeah.
You listened to it at all?
Yeah, it's good. I haven't listened to all of it, but I've listened to a bunch of it. It's pretty good.
My caption game gonna be crazy for the next 3 to 6 months.
That's funny.
Dog.
We were talking about this the other day. I was sitting hitting balls with a couple of my buddies the other day. They're playing through the album or whatever. And he's like, man, the only thing that sucks about this is, like, we're gonna have to listen to these songs on everybody's hype videos for like the next 5 years. Like, yep.
Drake and 21 just fed the streets, man. They fed the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But look, man, I can't let you go without a little bit of a wager.
All right, what we got?
You know, I don't know if you could tell by the sound of, you know, my you know, me compressing the ball over here.
I hear it.
You know, I ain't that bad of a golfer, you know what I mean? So I don't know what you willing to wager at this juncture in your career. If you want to, like, you know, Zurich sound nice, you know, give me a spot in there. If you want to, you know what I mean?
Pretty good wager.
Yeah, you know.
You're going to have to take that up with Billy.
Why you got to bring somebody else into
this?
This means you talking man to man. We can handle this all right here.
All right.
You know what I mean?
What we got?
So I just want you to pick a target. We do like a little handicap one-shot thing.
Well, I've seen you hitting this yellow and white one already.
So you've been paying attention?
Yeah, I've been watching you.
Yeah, that's tough.
What about right over here?
Why you got to do something weird, dog? Why don't we just hit like
I've
been practicing?
All right,
we can. No, let's go over here. Let's go over here.
Sure.
Let's go over here. I ain't scared of you.
Okay.
I ain't scared of you.
All right. How's this work? You get a couple shots of mine or something?
What?
You get like 1 shot, 2 shots of my one, or?
I was thinking more 4 to 1.
Whoa.
What's
4 to
up,
1.
dog?
What about like 5 to 2?
How? I don't like you getting more than one shot.
6 to 2?
Hey,
I feel
this
better
man-
if I
hey,
get 2.
Hey, this man gonna give me a whole bucket of balls
I'll
to
give
get
you
2 shots.
7 to 2.
Hey, this
7?
dude,
You get 7 to my 2.
7 to 2.
You like that?
I just don't know about giving no PGA Tour pro no 2 shots, dog. All right,
Well, I need
yeah,
like one caliber.
You know
What if
what?
I just get one practice and then one?
Hey, for the sake of time, I'll take your 7 to 2.
All right.
What
We'll
we
go
playing for? What we playing for? Because that has to be weighted as well.
20 push-ups.
20
right here.
push-ups.
What you think?
My shoulder's a little sore, man. I don't know. You asking me for weird stuff. I told you my elbow's a little weak. I'll do 20 push-ups.
You
I'll
just
do
do them with your left hand.
I'll do
left
20
arm.
push-ups. I'll do 20 push-ups.
All right.
This gonna be good for the game, man. We get golfers out here being active on
We're
camera.
going second flag.
Second flag.
Do I get one practice?
Yeah, you get 2 shots.
Oh, 2 shots. Okay.
I'm gonna
that's
give you
right.
2
All
shots.
right, 2 shots.
Against my better judgment and against yours. You knew you wasn't right asking for that second shot.
What you talking about?
That's tough.
Whoa.
That's
All right. A little deep.
That's tough. You don't want to just call it right there? You don't want to just be like, nah, that's...
I think I can do better. I think.
It's not about can you do better. Do you think I could do better?
I think I need to hit a little bit higher and a little further left.
That's tough.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
tough.
You want to do those 20 now or?
Sam, this is not how this show's supposed to go, dog.
Oh, hey, we negotiated.
Bro, how you come on my show dictating stuff? Like I set the rules.
Told you I like to compete. I gotta make sure I get the right odds though.
What's the number right here?
About 60. Ooh. All right.
Hold on.
You get 6 more. I mean, you're gonna get.
You think I'm gonna get
You're
you?
gonna get dialed in.
You think I'm
after
gonna
that
get
one.
you?
I was hoping you wouldn't hit it that good the first one.
That's gonna kick
Stay
left.
over right.
What kind of special wedges they got you using, dog? Let me get this real quick. What is this?
Yeah, that's what you should do. Switch it up.
My man trying to sabotage me. Hold on.
First flag. Oh, whoa, whoa. All right, short.
All right, hold on, hold
Thought
on.
that was gonna be pretty good.
Hold on.
So you got that special wedge
Hey,
now.
this is crazy, man. Like I'm sitting here, this man done gave me 7 shots. If I can't get 7 wedges nowhere near yours, that do not bode well for me as a golfer.
You got 4 more.
I can count, Sam. Man, you
I'm
over
just
here.
trying to make sure you know.
You just over
like,
here making noise,
you're
dog. This
losing
how you
shots.
treat other people, or you treating me like this?
Quiet. Ooh.
How you get your wedges to do the stuff yours doing?
You gotta talk to it. You didn't talk to him.
Sam, dog, what's up, baby?
How you feeling right now? Can I give us an update on where your psyche's at? You got.
Bro, I
You
just
know how
feel-
many you got left?
I got 3 left, right?
Yep.
This is nothing. This is cake, bro. All I got to do is focus on the process, like
right.
Sam said,
Trust
and always remain petty. See, I put a little bit of extra little.
Yeah, you did.
No, that was the wrong extra. Okay, just remain a little petty.
I like what you're doing here. You're gonna take it down the last 2 balls.
Yep, that's
Make it
it.
interesting.
That's it. That's it.
Last ball. Hey, what you thinking?
I'm thinking about we just end this episode right now.
I think you
and
should
then
just hit
leave.
one more.
I think we just call this a wrap.
And
You know,
then
I'm sure
we
these
can
production
all-
people ready to get up out of here too.
We can all the
Do you
viewers,
take pride in
including
beating somebody
myself,
like me on camera?
can watch you do 20 push-ups.
But do
right
you take
there.
pride in it? Like, are you happy about what's happening right here?
Yes.
That's tough.
Real happy.
That's tough. That's really tough, bro.
I think you're gonna dial this one up.
I can't let this man beat me like this, dog.
Oh. I want you to get your shirt dirty. See, that's nice of me.
I probably shouldn't do this because I might need this shirt for something later, and if it touched the grass.
Here, we got a towel anywhere?
No, I don't carry towels.
Okay. I mean, if you don't want, if you want to pay off the bet, that's on you. I mean, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
You didn't deserve that second shot. No, I'm taking my one push-up because you didn't deserve no second shot, dog. Hey, no, I appreciate you for what it's worth for coming out here and spending a little bit of time with me.
I'm glad we got to do it.
I'm gonna, like, you know, I'm gonna advise that you go see a therapist about that unhealthy competitiveness that you got, because it's not all necessary. I'm just trying to be a good friend to you, you know what I mean?
Hey, you know what, though? I pushed you, you got better today.
I don't know if I got better.
Yeah, you did.
I'm tired on
can see
camera,
it.
man. You over here messing my show up, you know? All right, baby.
Next time. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I can't decide if I'm more stiff or I'm more embarrassed. All I know is Sam Burns is a ruthless dog of an athlete that loves to kick weaker, unsuspecting amateurs when they down. It's probably gonna serve him well as he tries to reach the highest heights of the game. Now, if you excuse me, obviously, I gotta get back to practicing.
Yeah.
Damn you, Sam Burns.